We spoke a little bit about it yesterday. You guys are 4-1 through a very difficult stretch, and while it's a full-on team game, through that stretch, Connor and Leon seem to have elevated a lot. Is that on cue, or is that kind of guys sensing that they need to do that in that situation?
Well, I think 4-1 is indicative of the team, and those two are certainly playing at a high level. But we're getting contributions up and down the lineup. Not all of them mean scoring goals. Sometimes it's a block shot. Sometimes it's one battle. Sometimes it's a big save at a critical moment in the game. I think our team is scratching and clawing right now during a tough stretch. We're missing 4 top 9 forwards, and we're doing what it takes to win games. For me, last night's third period, I was particularly proud of our fellas because I saw growth there in that third period of locking a team down and making a team work through you in order to get to our zone. And I saw growth, and that wasn't just 2 players, that was the whole team.
When's the last time you had to coach almost 10 straight minutes of power play time?
That was a first, yeah. And I said it last night in the media, they were penalties. They were penalties, and it was kind of strange how that played out. The hard part for us on the bench was just making sure that people don't go stale. Making sure you're using the TV timeouts to get people's legs up and running, and then I'm sure you saw some different types of line combos come out after that just to try and get people back up and running. And in the end, our team did a good job, and our power play did its thing and built us a lead. And we didn't like giving some of it back the way we did, but big goal with 4 seconds left, and that set us up going into the third period.
What would you say, or have you often said, and maybe you'll say the same thing about Ovechkin? I mean, what it's like maybe game planning against him, or what the challenge is?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a lot of the best players in the world is that you have to pay special attention to him. You call attention to what his strengths are. You want to take away time and space and limit his puck touches, but the best players in the world find a way to affect games. That's why they are the best. For us, we just want to play towards an identity where we make it difficult to get to our end. And then when we find ourselves in our end, we want to make sure we're coming out as clean as we can be. And if we have to defend, we want to defend hard and as a unit of 5. I don't think one player shuts down a superstar of his caliber. I think it's a team effort, and that's what we're going to need tomorrow night.
Similarities between he and Leon in the way they do the one-timer. Leon's a bit of a flatter angle other side, but they're open and they get it.
Both of them have great shots. That's no overpower goaltenders, and they have a way of picking the tiniest of holes. So for those guys, 2 world-class players, and both with a strong desire to score goals.
Bouchard scored some big goals lately. First he didn't have one till game 19 or 20, whatever it was.
Yep.
There were some nights on the stat sheets, it's like, wow, that's a lot of blocked shots. Is he doing something different to get more through, or is it a little bit of puck luck? What do you see?
I think he's simplifying some things on the offensive side of it. I think he's concentrating on getting it away maybe a half second quicker. Not worrying if we have a screen net front, but more so just getting his shot away quick, and he's done a really good job, specifically in the last few games. And we're going to need him. I think he drives a lot of offense for our team. And for him to get on the board and start feeling confident, it's important. He's an important piece on our back end.
So Hyman just rests the noggin?
Just for Zach, it was just a maintenance day for him.
So Nuge has as many goals through 25 games as he had all last year. What's going on with that?
Career start for him, eh? Good for him. Nuge doesn't get talked about as much as some other pieces. I think he came in to training camp with the mindset of having a great start. We've used him on the wing. We've used him in the middle. Plays in every situation. Touches a lot of parts of the game. He's off to a good start, and I think comes down to mindset and mentality for him. He wanted to make sure that he he was feeling good about his game through the first half of the season specifically, and he's put himself in position to be talked about in that manner. Good, thanks guys.